Hey everyone, doing just fine, one hopes. Now then, Orange Crush and R.E.M. Was driving in the car yesterday and heard this track on classic rock radio and thought, I must learn that when I get home, and so I did. And now I'm going to show you guys how to play it. I've never looked at Peter Buck of R.E.M. here on my channel in the past, despite the fact that I love his playing and I'm a huge fan of R.E.M. And their 1988 album, Green, is possibly my favorite album of theirs, with Orange Crush being probably my favorite track on it. Now, there's nothing overly difficult going on here in this one, just a few arpeggiated chords that repeat over and over again, with a slight variation for the chorus of the track. There's also a short guitar solo with some simple harmonics that are also pretty easy to play, but it's still a fun track to get under one's fingers. But regardless, let's get underway with this one, shall we? Good then, so we are in standard tuning for this tutorial, and as far as tone, you just want a nice light crunch. You do not want to overdo the gain on this one. Lots of highs. You want to be on the bridge pickup of whatever guitar you're using. Treble on your amp all the way up. Bass, dial that back a little bit. Some chorus, lots of reverb, and you end up with this kind of tone, right? Nice jangly kind of Peter Buck tone. And that is the opening of the track, this E5 chord here at the 7th fret position. It's like a three-finger power chord, right? 7, 9, 9, but with the open B string, open E string. So you're going to alternate strum that quickly, I don't know, 11 times? And then the final time you just let it ring. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And now we're going to start picking out these little arpeggiated notes from this chord. Simple stuff. Just riding up the top three strings, E, B to G, and then do it again. Right? Now we're going to drop off to an open B, and then drop onto the 3rd fret of the B string, back off to open B, and then open G. Now we're going to drop into a D sus kind of chord, a D chord but with the open E string, and then just ride down the strings from the G string. Back up, and then one more little light brush on the downstroke. Kind of like that. And that's the riff. And then we're back into the E5 to repeat the riff. Now, of course, we're not going to do that fast strumming every single time. So when we go back into it every time from the beginning, we're going to drop back into it with a down, up, down, and then one more down, up before doing the arpeggiated notes. Kind of like that, right? Da, da, da. So you repeat that, I don't know how many times, 8 times, 12 times, during the opening, during the first verse, and then we drop into the chorus. But before we get to the chorus, I just want to mention that he never plays it like this live. He always plays it a little bit different. Plays it like this live. Starts it the same way. But then he drops into harmonics. Before repeating. Right? Just harmonics on the 12th fret. D to B to G. And then off to the 7th fret, same strings. Just rides them straight down this time. And then back up to the G string before repeating. Right? It's very similar to what he's doing in the solo. But let's get back to the chorus. Now the chorus is just, we're back into our E5. Chorus goes like this. the second verse, right? So our E5, and then we're going to augment it off to, so we're holding the ninth fret of the G string with our pinky. We're going to back that up to 8. Right there, before moving off to this B5 chord. Right there. And now we're into a B5 chord, which is second fret of the high E string, open B, 4 of the G, 4 of the D. So you're kind of strumming, then just before you change chords, a little, just grab the bottom 2 strings on the upstroke. Now we're going to jump into an F sharp major chord. Do the same thing, little down, up, down. And then grab the bottom 2 strings on the upstroke and back into the B5. And do the same thing, and then repeat. Right, and then we're into the second verse. Second verse, same as first. Second chorus, same as the first chorus. And then we drop into the bridge, which is just bass. And then we have the short solo, which I'm going to show you. It goes something like this. All harmonics. Right, so the harmonic solo. 12th fret, B to E. And now D string, down to B, up to G. And the exact same thing on the 7th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat. And then we're into the final chorus. And that, my friends, is how you play Orange Crush by Peter Buck and R.E.M. I certainly hope you found that helpful. And if you did, please hit that like button. Drop me a subscribe if you haven't done that already, as that would be awfully kind. Hope you're well out there in your little guitar corner of the world, wherever that may find you. And we'll see you next time. Cheers.